Alrighty. Oh, hello everyone. This is the Highlander from the Highlander Wrestling Show. Here at you again. I'm here to talk about the late or the great manager of the 80s and 90s by the name of Sensational Sherri, which is what I know her by, or Scary Sherri for some viewers out there, or Sensational Queen Sherri, or Sherri Martell, or whatever how you want to present her as. She was born in 1958. She tragically passed away at age 49 in 2007. And she had her first really big break in the one of my other favorite pro wrestling organizations or businesses, the AWA, All American Wrestling Association. She was managing it was in 1986, or I think before, a little bit before, like 85 to 86. She managed Playboy Buddy Rose and Pretty Boy Doug Summers. And one of the matches I remember them having was in a steel cage against the Rockers and the WWL, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, but at the time they was called the Midnight Rockers. And of course, Sensational Sherri did her normal thing, screaming outside, beating on the mat, and telling Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty to stop because they had Playboy Buddy Rose and Pretty Boy Doug and all them bleeding and all that stuff and everything. It was a classic match, great match. A lot of people don't know that Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty were in the AWA, but that's what I'm not here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Sensational Sherri. Um, anyway, Sensational Sherri also had a big run in the World Wrestling Federation, or now WWE, where she beat her mentor and trainer, Fabulous Moolah, for the women's world title. She also managed men like the Macho Man Randy Savage, that's where she got the Sensational Queen Sherri. She had a long, successful run with him. She also, I don't know if a lot of people out there knew this, but when she managed Shawn Michaels and his theme song came on, I'm a Sexy Boy, she was the original vocalist for that song. And she was his manager and had a successful time with him. She's managed the Million Dollar Man, Ted DiBiase, in the World Wrestling Federation. She pretty much did a really, whatever she got involved in, she made it great. And from what I've always heard, she was a nice, good-hearted person. She helped everybody. I've heard funny stories about certain things. She had a lot of friends. In WCW, I didn't really watch that much of WCW, but I remember her being a manager for the team Harlem Heat, and she managed the Nasty Boys in WCW. I don't know if she actually was one of the managers for them in WWF or not, though. I don't remember if she was. I don't think she was. I think she only managed them when they was in him and them and her were both in WCW. Um, but yeah, she was. I remember a story she had about Sapphire, who was out there with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, where she had they was training her to do that match they had and everything. And a lot of people, gave her a hard time because of this and that, but she took the time and was trying to teach her how to do a hip toss. And of course, Sapphire kind of, messed up and all that. And Sensational Sherri got upset with her and started, fussing at her about it. And they said Sapphire got upset and started crying a little bit. And she came over there and apologized to her and then just told her how to do it again. And they got it that round. So anyway, they say she was just a nice individual. She didn't just manage anybody. She had to see that it was worth her getting involved with them on live TV and all that before she actually said yes or no. So she also had a big run in ECW. I remember her coming to ECW, and I believe it was around 90, maybe 94, 95, something somewhere in that area. Maybe even a little bit before that. It might have been around 93 or 94. It was right after she left WWF. She didn't go to WCW right off the bat. Uh, but anyway, I remember she had a little run-ins with Sonny and was out there with Kevin Sullivan and, Chris Benoit. She was good friends with Nancy Batwell and everything. And she was, but anyway, like I said, she was just a one-of-a-kind manager. And she was the only woman at that period of time that would actually get involved in the men's matches and actually jump on the men. So she was doing stuff that Luna Vachon and a lot of these other women from the early 90s, they started doing. They followed her footsteps. She was the original one. She would jump on the men and fight them. And then, you had Francine that would do it. Beulah Kelly would do it. Sonny would try to do it sometimes. China. A lot of these women wrestlers and stuff would do that. She was the original. Uh, but she was a very good women's WWF women's heavyweight champion for a while. Till she lost to, I remember she lost to Rockin' Robin. And I believe Londra Blaze, too. She was in the ring with Londra Blaze at some point of time. I don't exactly remember the year or date. I want to say that I remember that had taken place, which I've been watching it for so long. There's a lot of stuff that has escaped me, so forgive me for a lot of that out there. But yeah, she was also, you can find her figures online and everything, which some of the ones I really wanted. I remember them having of her, they want a pretty good bit for it. But anyway, but yeah, she has been married, I want to say 3 times, Sensational Sherri. I know she's got 2 kids. I'm not sure if they was both of them boys or some. Anyway, but she left a long and she lived a good run in the pro wrestling business. I mean, she was a tough woman. She was she. I'm pretty sure she's sorely missed by the legends out there. I'm pretty sure Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker and Bret Hart and even Hulk Hogan, Brutus Beefcake, I imagine, and Greg Valentine, man, they all got fond memories of being around her and all that. She was just, they say she was just a good person. But anyway, one of my favorite moments of her was when it was Macho King Randy Savage and Zeus, which is also known out there in the movie world as Debo. I wanted to go ahead and put that out there because I mentioned Zeus before and didn't say Debo, because he played Debo on a couple of movies. Zeus and Macho Man against Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake in the steel cage match. Well, after the match was over with, she got involved. She, tried to claw Brutus Beefcake and Hulk Hogan's eyes out when she jumped on her back, and she went to run, and her dress got torn off of her. And anyway, she knocked herself out. I can't remember how she did that, but she knocked herself out. Well, while she was knocked out, Brutus Hogan held up she had a long ponytail. She held it up. Brutus takes those hedge clippers and clipped it right off. I remember that just like that was a funny moment for me when I was little. I remember being amazed at Brutus the Barber with them hedge clippers. I always wanted the things actually cut, but they actually will cut. So he just solved everybody's mystery. I'm pretty sure everybody was wondering were they actually cut? Were they actually real? So it's a very tragic thing that she is gone now, because a lot of these women out there now wouldn't be where they are if it hadn't been for her. Even Luna Vachon, like I mentioned before, she was, she knew Luna Vachon's daddy, her uncle, and all that. So Sensational Sherri has been around for a good while. In the AWA, I believe, is where she basically got her big start at. Then she came to the World Wrestling Federation. That made her even a bigger star. And but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Y'all get on. If y'all want to see more, go to my Facebook page and put in Highlander McBride, and you'll find uh, my Facebook on there. You can send me a friend request, whatever. You can even send me a message if you want to on any questions or anything. And I'm also on Instagram as Highlander8371. You can go on there and find me, and I'm also on Twitter, Highlander McBride. So y'all have a lot of different choices of how to get in touch with me. I got my own, of course. If you get on Facebook, you'll see my website. You can go on there and see my website. I try to keep stuff on there. Post my and y'all just keep watching you see videos of my videos on all those sites. You can watch them anywhere. You don't have to go straight to YouTube no more. But if you want to go to YouTube, you can. So be my guest, however how you want to do it. So I just thought I'd put all that out there. And y'all make sure y'all in the rest Mississippi area or Louisiana or anything. Make sure you go to your local wrestling promotion. You'll see great wrestling at your own local wrestling promotions. If you're in the Mississippi area, make sure you run into, if you go to see pro wrestling, go see SWA, BLW, Battle Zone Championship Wrestling. You'll always see great entertainment. And y'all always keep a lookout for my friend of mine, Ultimo Gallows. He's always got new videos out. And anyway, y'all take care. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Got any questions? Leave me a comment on my site, on anywhere you want to. I just told you, my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. You can send me messages on there. So y'all have a great time and hope y'all enjoy.